I think I'll buy these little baby booties to remind me of my visit here. Before I leave, I'm going to take another look at those bunnies.
Just...
Ho, ho, fluffy bunny, I know you're so funny. I love to see you hop.
Hello, sweetheart.
You leave things.
I know. I was up late packing all your toys.
Al, something's happened.
Oh, you're missing your programme.
Al.
Any tea in the pot?
No, listen, I need to...
Not to worry. Right. Shower.
Wait a minute.
What for?
I need to talk to you.
I need to get moving. And you no doubt are due in work at any second. Sure it'll keep.
Al, it's
I've got
important.
a hard day ahead of me. I'm knackered already. Just for once, spare me the lecture.
Stop it, Jess.
Not very gallant.
Hey?
Sneaking off like a thief in the night.
I'm late for work, Eva.
That old classic.
I'm serious.
If you say so.
No, no, honestly, I've got to get off.
Don't look so guilty, you'll have me in tears.
So, you have a good time?
Yeah. Not bad.
Only not bad.
Well, I can give you marks for artistic impression if you like.
So I'll see you around then.
Make sure the front door's shut on your way out, won't you?
Colourblind or what, you dozy mare? That's right, talking to you, you soft bint.
Wait a minute.
What the bloody hell are you playing at, love?
What's your
I'm
language?
trying to avoid the usual
I've got
cliches
children in
about
the
women
car.
drivers, but every other week I run across some crack cow like
Did you hear me?
All I can hear is this wasp buzzing in my ear.
My children are in the car.
I couldn't give a toss about your children.
What did you say?
You heard.
My name is Superintendent Susan Blake.
What?
And I'm arresting you for threatening behaviour.
You're the one acting like a
Can you
nutcase.
stand against the car, please?
Gotta be joking.
Against the car now.
How's the boyfriend? Ex. Oh, the poor lad must be devastated.
Not.
Will I see you tonight?
Certainly will, yeah. Ta then.
Hey, it's no use running. I'll see the pair of you later.
Oh, you're so masterful.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me?
Out.
What the hell's going on? Oh, my head!
Name?
Did you see that? Who's he?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
I'm not saying anything till I see my solicitor.
What's happened?
I've just arrested this idiot for threatening behaviour.
With the kids in the car?
This your boss?
Treated me to a spot of road rage.
Why didn't you call it in?
You get like this every month.
Shut up! Are those two all right?
They're fine. Could you do the honours, Jim? Got to get Charlie to the Minder and Jester nursery.
Why don't you come in for a minute? Give yourself a chance to cool down.
But late as it is.
OK. You're the boss.
Super, have a word with you yet? No, the inspector wants to see us after. What do you think they'll do? Could get suspended.
I couldn't tell you. Never had a fist fight with another copper.
Do you know what car I'm in, Sarge?
233.
Is it me, or is the atmosphere icy cold in here?
Tiger.
Listen, girls, if you want a rematch, please have it round at mine. We'll have mud, camcorders, everything.
Oh, give it a break.
It's a joke.
Not unlike your arrest figures.
You what?
Nothing.
What time do you call this?
Yeah, apologies.
Not good enough, lad.
Them stripes have gone to your head. Sorry, Sarge.
Pack it in, will ya?
What's your excuse?
Haven't really got one.
Come on, who is she?
Who's who?
Well, it's got to be a floozy, hasn't it?
No, it's no one. Special.
Oh, you on the computer, Mum?
No, I've finished.
After anything interesting?
Just looking for something on the sex offenders file.
I'll take him home to Mother.
No.
Rape case, is it?
All yours.
I had a quick shufty at the Rose Gallery. I was in my local last night. I think I caught sight of a young lad who jumped bail a couple of months back. I want to do a quick check.
Good work.
I'll make CID yet.
Delivery for PC trainer.
Hey?
Just come now.
For me?
Lovely, aren't they?
Sure they're for me.
Well, that's what it says here.
I think somebody's winding you up.
Thanks, Steve. Didn't know you cared, mate.
Right, you two, let's get this sorted. I don't hear the speeches or the excuses. I'll be doing the talking.
What's this? Seconds out, round two.
It's all right, Sue, but I got it covered.
Think it's acceptable for two officers to pick a fight outside their own station? Well?
We were just headed for my office.
I haven't so much as welcomed you onto the team and you're causing havoc. How long do you think you're going to last,
I don't know, Mum.
I don't know, Mum. I've got your card marked. Couldn't hack it in the army, so you turn up on our doorstep. Think this is an easy ride, do you?
No, Mum.
A nice fallback position for a failed squaddy. And as for you, graduate trainee, well, if you're the brains around here, God help the rest of us, you're a bloody idiot.
Can I just say...
There is nothing to say. You are a disgrace to the uniform. God, look at you, the poor little rich girl and the downtrodden orphan, you're pathetic.
I think we should take this
Let me assure the pair of you, the last thing I need is two jumped-up bimbos acting like schoolgirls on my doorstep. You put one more toe out of line and you're gone. Now get out of my sight.
Better get them in water.
Jackie, listen. I hate you, you hate me. But I presume you want to stay in this job as much as I do. So, we better work out how we're going to deal with this.
We? I was doing fine here till you came along. You deal with it.
With what?
The fact that you can't hold down a job, your boyfriend, or your temper.
So this is my fault, is it?
Well, you threw the first punch.
You arrogant cow.
I've got a lot to be arrogant about. It's what you can't stand. I can have anything you want, just like that. Well, go on then, have another pop.
I won't waste the energy.
Do you really think I'd let someone like you ruin my life? Stay out my face and we'll be fine.
Boo.
Oh, for God's sake.
Only me.
What do you want?
Busy day ahead.
Well, no more than usual.
Good.
Why?
Remember Joyce McAvoy?
Should I?
Head of the residence committee from the Southwood Estate.
Oh, right.
She's coming in for a powwow.
Here?
Where else is your territory?
When?
Should be on her way by now. Not a problem, is it? Not as if she'll walk in on a couple of PCs brawling in broad daylight.
How do you know about that?
I have my sources. We'll meet in here if that's all right with you. Bring your inspector along. He's always useful when we're in need of the common touch.
Is this your idea of a joke?
Far from it. The peasants are revolting about the joy-riding problem over there, and I have the petition to prove it.
So you're dumping the problem on my desk?
Don't worry, I'll be here to support you.
How reassuring.
Don't forget, Mrs. McAvoy's son is a hit-and-run victim. So let's turn the sensitivity dial to maximum.
You're all heart.
Just give her that sympathetic maternal smile and send her home happy. Lip service always was one of your strong points. TTFN.
Thomas Mead,
Yeah? What's up?
we've received several
I don't believe it. Larry Barton? It's me, Tommy Mead. Don't you remember? Hartfield High School, 1974 to 79. Come in, Lal. Oh, big Lal, eh? Come through, come through. Sorry about the mess. Yeah. Listen there, look. Hey, I know I put a bit of beef on, but you must remember me.
Yeah, vaguely.
I always knew you'd end up as a copper or a soldier or something.
Well, you were right there.
Case this fella, you know.
Was I?
Him and his gang used to kick the living daylights out of us.
You are?
Really?
I don't know what he's on about.
Remember that time in the chemistry lab you put my pen on the Bunsen burner?
No, I don't.
Still got the scars to prove it.
You did that?
No, I bloody didn't.
We were all petrified of Big Lal.
What are you tutting at?
Happy days.
Are you going to get on with it?
Sorry, Mr. Mead, we're here to investigate some complaints about the level of noise you've been making.
Noise?
Loud music late at night?
Oh, me rehearsals, yeah. I'm working on my act. I'm a singer-songwriter.
Keeping an eye on the place for Elton John, are we?
Well, I haven't had much work lately. I'm more concentrating on developing my material, you know.
Well, we're going to have to ask you to keep the noise down.
But it's only a little pracky amp.
It's disturbing the neighbours.
Oh, fair dues. Hey, do you want to hear a quick song?
Not really, no.
Now, I'm thinking of sending this one into Robbie Williams' management team, but I
think you'd have more chance with Charlie Williams.
Can't seem to find their address anywhere.
Try the internet.
That's a good idea, that. Do you need a computer for that?
Just keep it down, all right?
Yeah, all right.
Big lally.
What's that?
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, listen.
It's probably... Shh. It's just the pipes, honest.
Bloody hell.
This is Flynn.
Look at the state of it.
Ah, she loves it in there, don't you, mate?
Don't touch it. It's like a rake.
It's been off a grub.
It's filthy.
Do you want me to get the dog handlers?
No, we'll be here all day.
I could always nip out and get her a tin of food.
Old school tie or not, you're nicked.
That'll be the phone. Expecting a call, are we?
Hey,
What is it? Sweet nothings?
nose disease?
I don't know. Text messages, flowers.
You either got it or you ain't.
Sounds like stalker material to me.
Control to 6479, over.
6479 to control, over.
Kids acting suspiciously on a disused road off Catterick Street.
Got it, over. Let's go.
Someone's keen.
You got a problem with that?
Not at all.
And drive.
It's almost a year to the day since one of these joyriders put my son in a wheelchair.
Oh, no, it was an absolute tragedy. How is Peter?
His name's Paul.
How's Paul doing?
As well as can be expected. For a 15-year-old who's got to be washed, dressed and fed by his own mother.
I'm sure you do a fantastic job.
While he was in intensive care, you came round to my house and guaranteed you'd put a stop to them.
I'm sure the superintendent has taken every step.
You promised us speed bumps.
To be honest, that's the council's department.
Cameras, extra patrol cars.
Would you like to run through the increased measures that have been taken?
Well, I'm not sure.
Prevention, not cure, that's what you said. So where are all these extra patrols?
Susan?
Well, I don't have the exact figures to hand.
Well, you've either kept your promise or you haven't. Have you put any extra cars on the estate?
When we can, we do, but all depends what else we've got on. We can't provide 24-hour surveillance.
Nothing doing here.
We haven't had a proper look round yet.
Sorry, PC Finstar. Nope, can't see a soul.
Why don't we have a quick recce in the car?
What for?
Look for the kids.
I'm not wasting my day chasing mental midgets around this dump.
What kind of an attitude is that?
A realistic one.
Nice to see someone's taking pride in their work.
The super's not going to wipe the slate clean just because you nick a couple of scallies.
Thank you for the stunning insight.
Yeah, well, you're better off keeping your head down. Be a steady Eddie for a couple of months.
If I last that long.
You will. You got me on your case. You hungry?
What's that to do with anything?
Well, if I buy you a bite to eat, will you cheer up?
I don't think so.
Why not?
It's against the rules, isn't it?
Nah.
I thought we had to eat in the canteen.
Well, if we're in and out sharpish, we'll be fine.
Are you sure? Because I'm in enough trouble as it is.
Would I lie to you?
I know it mightn't always seem that way, but we are doing our best.
Your best?
Yes.
Oh, well, fair enough. Explain this then. Last week, some lunatic nearly knocked down a gang of school kids right outside my house. I reported it. Do you know how long it took for someone to come round and investigate?
No.
24 hours. And you think that's doing your best?
Obviously.
No, I'd like an answer from the superintendent, please. This is your station, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you think I should have had to wait a whole day?
No.
You must live in a nice house. Nice area.
I suppose so.
Would you keep your neighbours waiting a full day if that happened to one of their kids?
No.
No? Why not?
Because doctors, lawyers and lecturers could kick up a damn sight more fuss than a woman on a council estate.
Ever been in the police cell before?
Now you can see what it's like to be cooped up in the dark without any food and drink.
Reminds us of the time you trapped us in that locker after PE.
Hell's teeth.
In there for hours or what?
You're like a cracked record.
Have a job squeezing into one of them now, eh?
Give it a rest.
No hard feelings.
Right, I'm off.
Most of the time I didn't mind. It was a laugh, you know. Almost like being your mate.
I don't know what you're on about.
Doesn't seem like 30 years, does it, lad? One minute you're a kid, next you're knocking on 40. Funny, isn't it? Us meeting up like this.
Oh, yeah, hilarious.
Maybe it's fate.
Hey?
You know, throwing us together.
To do what?
We'd make a great partnership.
Are you on drugs?
I'm serious. I know people, me. I hear things.
Yeah, voices in your head.
Plans and that, made by dodgy geezers and shady pubs, you know.
So?
Well, I could pass stuff on to you.
You want to be a grass?
I'm a mine of information.
Yeah, most of it useless.
I'm not joking.
I don't suppose you'd want paying for any of this?
You've got results, you know?
I don't think so.
What if I told you something now?
Like?
Like the pawnbrokers, corner of Crowley Street, getting screwed this savvy.
Says who?
Overheard some bloke in the pub bladdered, you know, sounding off about it.
You expect me to go to my boss with that?
Make a name for yourself, Lal.
Yeah, and I might get laughed out of the station because some nutcase has fed me a load of cobblers.
It's true!
Are you trying to get back at me for all this stuff that never happened?
That's it.
Well, who is he then?
Who's who?
This bloke in the pub, what's his name?
Some bloke in here.
What pub was he in?
The pub.
You don't know,
I
do you, Tommy?
Yes, I do.
Because it's all in your head.
It's not.
You're making it up.
I'm not.
Let's just forget it.
Look! It is happening, honest, only I didn't overhear it, right? Some lad I know, he's got it all planned, wanted me to do it with him, but I told him to get knotted, you know. Got my music to think about.
Is this more black?
No, I swear to you, he's a right loon. Wouldn't lie to you, Lal. Hey?
If you need room service, ring the bell.
You do believe me, don't you, laddie?
Yeah, I believe you.
You're not listening to a word I say, are you?
Of course we are.
We can't do anything about past mistakes, but if you tell us what you want to know now, we'll take that on board.
I want more police on the streets. What's funny about that?
Nothing.
Oh, please, Superintendent, share it with us. We could all do with a spot of light relief.
Well, the last time we increased foot patrols in the area, we had a delegation in complaining it was like living in a police state.
That's because they were searching every Tom, Dick and Harry they came across.
Well, which is it? Do you want us there or don't you?
I think, Mrs.
I
Mac...
mean, it's decision time.
Why are you making this so hard for me? I've not come here to cause trouble. I've come here because I've got a 15-year-old lad who has to eat his dinner through a straw. He should be out chasing girls by now. And instead he's sat in front of Teletubbies, that's his favourite. I'm here to stop other mothers going through what I've had to.
God, could we forget about your son for a minute and...
What?
She didn't mean it like that.
Forget about him? I can't even forget about him when I'm asleep. I have dreams about when he could walk and talk.
Maybe we should take a break now.
Good idea. Give us a chance to... Care to tell me what the hell's going on? You about to weep?
No.
Then what? Trouble at home, isn't it?
Just leave it.
Hope it's not down to your ex-husband's appearance in the cells yesterday.
What did you say?
What's his name? Guy, is it?
I see. Just couldn't keep away, eh?
Your ex-husband forgot to pick them up when he was released.
Superintendent! Superintendent!
Are you all right?
Sorry, I can't do this.
What?
You'll have to carry on without me.
She's not going anywhere till I've had some answers.
Superintendent!
Gotta go.
I'm sure this is perfectly reasonable.
I think she might have a migraine coming on.
Is that all you've got to offer?
Yeah, we'll just give it a couple of minutes.
You make me sick, the lot of you.
How's that?
Mrs. McAvoy? Mrs. McAvoy, you all right?
Did you do this deliberately?
Do you want to leave this to me, sir?
You people, we do our level best for you, and this is your response.
Sir!
And what is it about having nothing that compels you to destroy the property of others?
Will you please go and wait inside, sir?
Oh, I'll wait, all right. And when Superintendent Blake returns, tell her I'm waiting in her office, considering her future.
Here you are.
Thanks.
Why don't you come back inside?
Listening to me now, aren't you?
Not interested. You what? I don't want to know.
Why not?
Well, you tell me.
Didn't you tell him about the robbery?
I never got the chance.
Oh. What are you going to do now?
Well, nothing.
Couldn't you go to CID or something?
Well, if my own boss thinks I'm a clown, I've got no chance with them snipes.
Well, you could try.
What if it doesn't happen? I'd be a laughingstock.
Can't just let him get away with it.
What time's it supposed to be going off?
2 o'clock, when the boss gets back from his dinner.
This lad tooled up.
Well, he hasn't got a gun or nothing. Told me he was going in with a penknife.
How do you get mixed up with him?
Met him down the pub, you know. Something to talk to, isn't it?
Well, if I get the chance, I might go down there and give it a once-over.
Yeah? Yeah! Wipe your boss's eye for him, eh, Lal? Lal? How's your food?
Not bad. Gonna stink of garlic.
I love your philosophy on life.
Hey?
Every silver lining has a cloud.
What's she doing here?
Dunno.
Told you this place was full of flash beauts.
Yeah, well, don't let her hear you say that. She owns the joint. Hey.
Glad you made it.
Well, thanks for the invite.
It's the least I could do after last night.
You remember Jodie?
Hi. Didn't know you were bringing his chaperone.
Didn't know he was on a date.
You sitting down?
Chance would be a fine thing. Do you want a glass of wine?
No thanks.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're on duty, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you later then.
Have you completely lost the plot? That's your new woman. You only met her yesterday.
And?
She's already stitched up one copper.
That had nothing to do with her.
And she owns a pub, which you know puts her out of bounds straight away.
Yeah, all right.
What if the super found out?
Is that a threat?
No, of course it isn't. I'm just saying.
You sound like my mum.
You're asking for trouble.
It's a bit of fun.
Which could cost you your job.
Which is my problem.
People like us can't afford to be seen with people like her.
People like her? She's a businesswoman.
Oh, you know what she really is.
Obviously not. Enlighten me.
Well, aside from this place, she owns a nightclub.
So?
So that means she's a drug dealer by proxy.
Say so.
You know how it works.
Do I?
Can't believe you're going to risk it all for that.
Talk about melodramatic.
You're mad.
If I was marrying her next week, you may have a point. But it's just a fling, a laugh, a lunch, a leg over, huh?
Hey, have you got any idea why there's a scabby old dog in Lady's locker room?
Ah, that, yeah. The handler should be here to pick it up soon.
Why don't you put it in the men's?
It's a bitch.
So's life. Get it shifted.
Mrs. Morgan,
Yeah.
he's going?
No.
Would you mind telling me where he is?
At work.
Till when?
I'm not sure.
Sorry, I'm Superintendent.
Susan Blake.
His ex-wife.
I've been expecting you. You better come in. Guy told me what happened yesterday.
Did he?
The whole thing, from start to finish. Please sit down. Bust up, the arrest. He knows how much he embarrassed himself. And he knows he deserved his little visit to the cells. Can't have been easy for you walking into a scene like that.
No.
Well, thank God you showed a bit more discretion than he did.
It's okay.
So is the paperwork he has to fill in or something?
No. I just came to drop his things off. And I thought it might be worth having a chat. Make sure there's no hard feelings.
Thank you for the flowers.
What flowers?
You're what?
I know.
So where are you taking me tonight then?
Down, boy. Some of us have got lives to lead.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I had hoped to spend lunch with you, but you brought your mate.
Sorry.
You're forgiven.
Can I call you?
It's a free country.
So I've heard.
I'll get that bill for you.
I'd ring him at work, but he can't stand being disturbed.
Should have remembered. So prone to the odd mood swing, then.
Oh, yes.
So what did you do last night?
Oh, he showed up back here with his tail between his legs, and we had a very long heart-to-heart.
What time was that?
Sorry?
When he arrived home.
Um,
Think.
About 6?
You sure?
Certain.
And the two of you were here together all evening?
We didn't get to bed till after 1. Why?
Sorry, no reason. I just... So what did you talk about?
All sorts. Needless to say, he's banned from seeing his idiot mates for a while.
Right.
Why is there a problem?
No, I'm just curious. Sorry, could I have a glass of water?
Yeah, sure.
What's that for?
My dinner.
Don't be soft.
I pay my own way, all right?
Please yourself.
I will do.
Anyway, you've got some front. Giving me stick about breaking the rules. Start you've made.
Don't you think I know that?
So what's your problem?
I don't turn a blind eye for anyone.
Oh, hallelujah. I'm teamed up with Mother Teresa.
Is it really worth it?
What?
You and her.
There is no me and her.
Why won't you just admit it? Now he's playing dumb.
Okay. Okay. You're right. I confess. I've crossed the line and it's not worth the risk. Or the earache.
Serious?
Yeah. I'm serious.
Thanks for shifting the dog.
Must have slipped my mind.
Where are you taking her? Putting her in lost property till the handlers come. What do you reckon they're going to do with her now?
Dunno, might end up on your takeaway Saturday night.
I'm a vegetarian.
Really? And I thought you were a big pork fan. Do me a favour, will you? I'm popping out for half an hour. Make my excuses, yeah?
Where are you going?
See a man about a dog.
Oh, yeah? Well, why don't I come?
No need.
Why should I cover for you?
Because you love me. You don't know it yet, but you do really.
If there's any money involved, I want my cut.
You'll be lucky.
Well, thanks for coming round. I'll try and keep him on the straight and narrow in future. Oh, talk of the devil.
Hello, Susan. What are you doing here?
Oh,
Susan just called in to bring his stuff back.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Well, let's just say I'm suitably penitent.
I'm glad to hear it. I've got to go.
Judy calls?
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, thanks again.
Mrs. McAvoy, I know what I said was appalling. I don't expect you to have any sympathy with the whys and wherefores. I'm sure you know better than most that there are times in your life when you just can't. It was completely out of character, and I'm sorry. I'll do everything I can to help you.
The Wanderer returns. So what's your excuse? Sudden urge to go window shopping?
Why don't you two take this into the office?
I'm quite happy to discuss the matter here. I've got nothing to hide.
If you're going to reprimand me, can you just get on with it?
I think that should be Mrs. McAvoy's decision. She's the person most deeply affected by your actions. If she wants to lodge a formal complaint that I will endorse, it's up to you.
You can't say that, sir.
I can do whatever I want. Mrs. McAvoy?
I want to be heard.
Yes, I understand that. Do you want to lodge a complaint?
No. I'll accept her apology. Because I can tell she means it.
Thank you.
I'm sure she'll be delighted with that. I wrapped it up nicely and all.
Cheers, mate.
See you again.
See ya. Sorry, mate.
Anything I can help you with?
Just looking.
We got some lovely medallions in at the moment.
No, Tar, not really my style.
How about a nice sovereign?
No, I'm okay, thanks.
Right, you! Fill that with gear now! What do you want? Just fill the bag!
All right, lad, put the knife down.
Don't need no heroes, pal! You kidding me?
Nope.
We've got some nice sovereigns in at the moment.
Just fill the thing! I said put the knife down.
Are you gonna make me?
Don't I know you?
What?
I recognise your face from somewhere.
Shut it!
You're doing yourself no favours here.
Says who?
Go on, then. Go on, do a runner.
Give us the bag! How did you know I was gonna be here?
I didn't. Spooky, eh? Just put the knife down.
Listen here, mate. I can take you out anytime I want.
You sure I don't know you?
You might have had your ma one time.
What's your name?
Eddie.
Eddie what?
Mead.
You got a brother called Tommy?
Yeah, fat Pete, what about him?
Nothing. Come on.
So how do you know our Tommy then?
Old schoolmates.
Hey, 2 arrests in one day, Tiger. What's got into you?
Tommy? Right, Head. What are you doing here?
Nothing. How about you?
You've got something to do with this, haven't you?
Hey? As if.
I said shift.
I can tell by your face, you little...
Hey!
Get in!
Call yourself a brother!
Don't know what you're on about. Honest.
What's this? Happy families?
You blew me up, haven't you, you blade?
No, I haven't.
Got himself nicked and spilled his guts, hasn't he?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Typical. Hey, Mr. Blobby!
Give it a rest.
You're dead!
I said... Button it. What do you think you're doing, shopping your own brother?
I should have told you.
You're too right, you should.
Sorry, boss.
What the hell is going on?
I had to do it.
Why?
He's a nut job.
But it's your brother.
He makes my mum's life a misery. He nicks stuff off her.
All right, he seems a bit of a toe rag, but grassing...
He hits me. All right? You don't know what it's like.
Okay, fair enough.
Comes round to my flat whenever it suits him. If he's got a cob on, he passes me.
Hey, snitch!
He put me in hospital last Christmas.
Your name's gonna be spread all over the estate!
Why don't you stick up for yourself?
How?
You're nearly 40 years of age. We're not at school now.
Down with the meager block of flats!
Pipe down, will you?
It wasn't me, Ed.
Tommy Mead is a grass!
He's right, isn't he? I'm going to have to go into hiding.
No, you won't.
I've got to convince him it wasn't me. Can you think of something? I mean, you must know all the tricks. You're a copper.
Are you listening, snout boy?
Just ignore him.
Hit me.
You what?
Go on, give us a dig. Just one. Anywhere on my face. That way it looks like you knocked me about, and you wouldn't do that to a grass, would you?
I am not hitting you.
Please, you've got to.
Says who?
I need this, Lal.
Do you know how much trouble I'd be in?
If you don't, I've had it.
Then you have me up on a police brutality charge.
One punch, that's all. You owe me that.
I owe you nothing.
Please.
No, I'm not doing that.
Come on, Lal. For old time's sake.
No.
Hit me.
I said no.
Hit me. Oh! Oh! Thanks, pal.
Can we watch television, Mummy?
So how long do you reckon he'll get then?
Don't know, don't care.
Be at least 5 years or something, won't he?
If you say so, Your Honour.
Not every day you catch an armed robber, eh?
Not one who's just been grassed up by his brother, no.
So, how much is a bit of info like that worth, then, eh?
You what?
Don't want much, you know.
Good. Because you're getting sweet, I say.
I thought we had a deal.
You've got exactly what you wanted out of this. Now get out.
All right, Lal.
Get out.
Thought we had a deal. So, if I get any more leads, I'll give you a call.
Why? Have you got a sister who's a serial killer?
I'm just saying, you know.
Well, don't. Just go.
Things happened to Flynn.
Eh?
Me dog.
How do I know?
You don't think they'll put her down or anything, do you?
What do you care?
I love that dog.
Well, you've got a funny way of showing it.
So, no chance of getting her back, like?
Well, after the way you treated her.
Well, I was only trying to teach her.
Oh, aye, yeah.
You know, show her who's boss. Like you always did.
Listen. If you say one more thing about what I did in school, you're going to get a smack for real. Now do what?
Hero of the hour.
All right.
Good work, that, mate.
You reckon?
Yeah, they give out commendations for less.
Makes a change from being class clown.
You what?
Nothing.
Hey, what's up with you? You should be buzzing.
Oh, well.
Fancy talking us through it down the pub?
No, not tonight.
Oh, fair dues.
See ya.
Bye. Hello? Ah, hiya there. I thought you had a life to lead. Yeah, I'm not sure. Can I ring you back? Okay, bye.
If we get our skates on, I think we'll just catch the butchers. Come on. Good girl. We'll get ourselves a nice bit of sirloin, eh? Come on. Good girl.
Everything's forgotten. I know you hate that. I love you, Sunday sun. The week's not yet begun. And everything is quiet. And it's always you and me. Always. And forever. You and me. Always. And forever.
kids. Where's Mummy? Hiya.
Hello?
No rest for the wicked?
No.
Good day?
Started badly, but
What?
got it under control in the end.
Well, we're all packed. Removals men will be here first thing.
Good.
Sorry about this morning and yesterday.
Doesn't matter.
Only divorce and death cause more stress, apparently,
Sorry?
than moving house.
Oh, right.
So, this morning, what did you want to talk about?
Nothing. Forget it.
Kate Spears goes undercover in The Bill next here on UK TV Gold, but she's got to come out sometime.